Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel and to this little video that I'm going to be doing about our Stampin' Blends and colouring in with our blends. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm Julie Kettlewell and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I run my craft business, The Paper Haven, in West Yorkshire, but I do online classes throughout the UK so anybody can take part anywhere in the UK. Anyway, each month I do a Stampin' Blends Club where you can collect 3 different colours each month, and it's been quite popular with my customers. And each month I choose 3 colours. These can be switched if you've already got the colours, and I have a suggested stamp set to go with the colours and dies sometimes as well, or a punch. And I then show some cards and things like that to give ideas. And I'm a little bit behind with this because I've had a lot on in January and February, but I'm here with the Kangaroo and Company stamp set and some of the blends that were in the January. Now, the Flirty Flamingo, the Mango Melody, and I included the Bronze and Ivory, but today I'm using the Soft Suede Dark and Light. And I'm going to do a little bit of colouring and show you how I colour and what I do. And, you know, I'm not saying that what I do is the right way, but it's the way that I found works okay for me, and that's good enough for me. So, the first time I've used this stamp set, it's a really good value set, this one actually. You get 20 stamps in here. And as well as the cute kangaroos, you've got this cute envelope and the hearts and the flowers and things and some nice little sentiments. So it's a good one. Now, the kangaroo is quite big. I'm just looking at the blocks. Yeah, you're going to have to put it on a big block. This block of mine, I'm actually quite ashamed of it. It's filthy. I'm going to give it a good clean after this video. I got it out of my box and I was like, I think I drew a breath. I was like, oh my goodness, can't show that on a video, but here I am. It's real life. So I'm just going to pop a few items. Yeah, I'm just going to do those 2 for now and talk to you about what I use as well. So when I'm stamping and colouring with the blends, I always use thick Whisper White. It was recommended that we use thick Whisper White, and we need to use a Memento ink pad, which is a water-based ink pad. Because we're colouring with an alcohol ink, we need to have the opposite for stamping, so that's a water-based stamp pad. Okay, so I'm going to ink up my big kangaroo. And I'm using a matte underneath because it's a photopolymer stamp and it's not as it's not got as much bounce with the rubber, so you've not got that cushioning, so we provide the cushioning underneath. Okay, so I've done the mummy kangaroo. I'm going to say that's the mummy kangaroo there, okay? And I'm going to stamp. You know, I should have brought a Mother's Day stamp set home, but this could have been a cute little Mother's Day card. I'm still going to maybe make it as a Mother's Day card and stamp the Mother's Day sentiment when I get back to my office where all the stuff is. So I've stamped the baby kangaroo and looking at the mummy kangaroo, okay? So I'm going to use the soft suede for these, and I always start with the dark ones, and I'm going to go around. These are quite dark, so I'm only going to do a little bit actually. So I just like to do around the edge. I may have been best with a lighter colour, but it's fine. I've just gone over the line there, but we can use our colour lifter for that. Okay, so I might come. I don't often use the brush end because as you can see, I've not got really much control of it. So let's use the nib end. Got a little bit more control here. So I'm gonna go around the leg as well, like that. So I just sort of go around the edges a bit, yeah. Hope you can see that. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. Is that better? And then I'm going to take the light soft suede, and I'm going to, with the nib end, I'm going to go over the dark and sort of try and blend it in. I'm being quite firm on the bits where the pens sort of blend. And this bit I'll just colour pale. Now, silly Julie, actually. I forgot to bring the dies home that go with this to cut these out. So I'm going to have to make a card, unless I cut them out with scissors. But I just wanted to show you what I do with the colouring, really. So I'm going back over. You can always put some more colour on. I'm going back over. I thought that might not have even been on the screen then. Should have checked. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, I've not done the head. Now you could use crumb cake for the kangaroo. You could use smoky slate, that would work. Grey granite would probably work too. And then what I'm going to do with this ear, because it's like the inside of the ear and the other ear's turned away, I'm just going to use the really pale Flirty, but I'm going to just do a little bit, and then because it is quite bright, that, and then I'm going to grab my colour lifter, which is in a box that I need to go and retrieve. I'm going to go back over. You can keep going back over. I'm doing this with the light one just to add a bit more. Yep, like that. Okay, and then with the little kangaroo, oh, actually, look, I need to do, with the little kangaroo, I'm just going to go, I'm not going to do much of the dark. Just maybe a little line like that, down the tail, like that, around there. Just maybe down here. Just like that. I think that's plenty. So there's not too much shading on this one. Just enough to sort of be noticeable, but not stressy. Okay, hope you can see that. Let me see how that looks on screen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab that colour lifter. I've got two of these and I don't know how old they are. Oh, have I got a black mark there? Don't know how I got that. Anyway, I'm going to take, what you can do with this is it takes off a little bit of the colour, and I went over the line there, so if I go over, it's so useful to have is the colour lifter. I'm just going to, can you see how the ears faded out a bit there? So I'm going to do a little bit there. Okay. There we go. Now, let's do a little bit here, because it is a little bit bright for the, I'm happy with that. Now, something else, hang on. Another thing you can do if you're colouring something like this is to make it pop, you can go around it with a pale blue or the balmy blue, the pale balmy blue or the pale pool party. I think I'm probably going to do it with the balmy blue. Don't know if I've included this in a blends club yet, but I'm sure this is quite, is that the dark? No, it's light. So it might look a bit drastic, this. Okay. And you think, oh man, what are you doing, Julie? Jules, what are you doing? But I'm using the brush end. I'm doing there a little bit. It doesn't have to be equal, this, all the way around, like the line doesn't have to be the same width. Okay, so I've done that. Same here. There we go. Right, now that's a bit much. That's a bit too much, yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the colour lifter. I don't know which one I used before. And I'm going to go over the edge, okay, with it. And it should take some of this away and blend it out a little bit and fade it out when it dries out. I think one of these is old and one's, well, they're both old, but I think one's got more left in it than the other, and I don't know which is which. So we'll just go for it and see. Feels a bit dry, so let's try that other one. Can you see though how it's faded? It's fading, so it was working a bit. So yeah, I'm just going all along the edge and sort of doing it in a bit of a circular motion. And in there too, just fading it out. hope you can see the difference now. So the line's not as obvious. It's not like a obvious, you know what I'm trying to say. I've not got the right words today, I don't think, but there we go. So can you see the difference between the big kangaroo and the little kangaroo? Obviously, if you don't like this, then you don't have to do it. But a lot of people do this around the edge of the images to make them pop. Right, I'm just going to have a cup of tea and let that do its work. Ta-da! Right, now what I'm going to do, because could have done this direct onto a card, but look, that is normal. You get a bleed through. So I'm going to cut this down to... Now, I didn't stamp this. Oh, man, it's worked out perfectly. Look, it's worked out quite perfectly, that. 10, I've just cut that down to, by 14.3. Okay. So that's going to be my card. I'm feeling, though, like it needs to be... There's too much gap there, so I might actually cut it down a bit more. There we go, I'm a bit happy with that. Okay, now. Right, but I think I might pop it onto a white card base. I've just gone and coloured on that bit. So I'll use that one for colouring and get a new one for the card base. So this needs to be 10.5. And then score it. Thought I'd see what it looks like with a white and white look, like that, yeah. But I've brought home some paper to use, and I'm going to just delve into my bag and use the Brights paper, the Brights DSP, because it's got Flirty Flamingo in, and it's got Mango Melody in it, which are the two colours that we had. So this is the, whew, that's quite in your face. Mind you, it's bright, so they're all in your face. I'm going to go with the pink because I'm going to go flirty, and I'm going to cut just a little bit actually for the top. I only want it maybe 3 centimetres. Let's do 3.5. We can, no, let's do 4. We can always take off, but we can't add on. Okay. Oh, I should be, sorry. I zoomed in and then realised I'd not zoomed back out. Actually, that's nice. I like that. Okay. So let's grab some glue, which I haven't done. Try not to knock my cup of tea over. I did think this would be nice as a Mother's Day card. And I've got some of that lovely twine, which I thought would be nice. You know, the snail mail stuff. It goes with everything, this. I keep raving on about it, but I love it. But I love it when you do it as a double whammy. Because otherwise I think it's a bit thin. So I love it together. So I just hold them both together. Okay. I might not put a sentiment on because I might leave it for the Mother's Day one. So let's just sort this out. Like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, I love that. Hee hee. I love, love, love that. Yeah. I think what I might do is I might do a little sentiment there on a tab and put it across there. But I'm not sure yet. Let's see what greetings we've got on here. Hopping by just to say hi, just to note hello, it's your day. Right, I'm going to leave it, and I think I might try and do a Mother's Day or something, because I think this is the mummy kangaroo. And really I should have... Oh, I've just thought something else what I could do. Let's try. I don't know. No, it won't be right. I was going to put some hearts in there, but you need to use the die for the kangaroo, and it does a little hole in the belly. But what we could do, because I just feel it's missing something down here, could spoil the whole card now because it's all put together. But I'm just wondering if we do. Oh. Uh-oh. Right, just leave those to dry a second. There we go. I quite like that with the little hearts on. So that's a little video showing you how I have coloured in with the Stampin' Blends. And I hope you like that. And if you want any more information on my Blends Club, you can find it on events.thepaperhaven.co.uk. And then Blends Club is on the home page there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.